So this next poem I'm about to read to you actually has a bit of a backstory to it. Upstairs of the college that I trained at, there were a few small businesses, and one of those businesses just happened to be a lady who restored and sold antique and vintage teddy bears. And there was this one bear in particular that I really fell in love with, and I ended up telling myself that if he was still there when I finished college, I would buy him for myself. And so I ended up writing this poem about him. So this is a poem for Barnaby Bear. There's an old bear sat in a rocking chair, and that old bear's name is Barnaby Bear. As he sits he dreams of bygone days, when once a young cub he'd join in childhood games. Because no one loves you when your fur's all frayed, with one arm ripped and the other one grazed. And as the years go by, he begins to wonder, will someone ever love him like when he was younger? For who'd want a bear who cannot see well, cannot give you a hug, has lost his sense of smell? His paws are threadbare, his seams have popped, and Barnaby wonders when the world just stopped. When did life start to pass the old bear by? When did people cease to care, and why? Barnaby's been there, he's seen it all. He'd always be there when they got home from school, and when mother tucked them in at night, and when small hands would reach out in fright. The old bear didn't notice the years quickly fly, until the day the children walked on by. No, not children, now all big and grown, no smile for the bear, now all alone. And so he sits and he dreams, holding out for a day when someone who's kind might smile and say that Barnaby's beautiful and Barnaby's brave, that she's never met a bear that she couldn't save. Someone gentle to tend him and give him glasses to see, because all the little bear needs is some TLC. Someone to love him, who'll give him a home amongst other bears where he's never alone, until the day someone sees him and will quietly say, that little bear's coming home with me someday. And Barnaby knows then that it was meant to be. I'll love you forever, he says, if you'll only love me. And as she reaches to hold him, he'll give her a hug. That little old bear on her heartstrings will tug. And now Barnaby sits in a rocking chair, no longer alone. He's found someone who cares, and he no longer longs for the good old days. He's found a home, and so here he stays.